You are alive 1.8 million years ago in Africa. You look like a human, but you are not quite one yet. Your brain is larger than anything that came before you, but still, working with a world that offers no easy answers. Every meal you eat is raw. Every piece of meat, every root, every berry, you spend nearly half your waking hours just chewing food. Your jaw is enormous compared to what your descendants will have. Built for the work of breaking down everything, the world offers raw. You have never tasted anything that was not exactly as nature made it. That is about to change in a way nothing in your experience has prepared you for. You smell it before you see it, the smoke moving on the wind. Every instinct you have says one thing: move away from fire. Your group moves, as every group has always moved when fire comes. But this fire moves slowly. And it does not come this way. Hours later, when the smoke thins, your group moves back toward the burnt ground. Not toward fire, not toward danger, just toward what the fire left behind. Fire moves animals out of hiding. The burned ground shows what was underneath. Your group begins moving through the aftermath, looking for food. Then, one member of your group stops completely. She is standing over a small animal caught in the fire. It is a small antelope, a juvenile, caught in the grass as the fire came, and rising from it is a smell unlike anything she has encountered before. She crouches down beside it. She does not touch it yet. The smell is pulling at something deep inside her. Other members of the group are gathering around her now. Everyone smelling the same thing. Everyone uncertain about the same thing. The first figure reaches out, one finger touching the animal's flank. It gives differently than raw meat gives under her touch. She tears a small piece away from the animal, holds it. And if you want to be here for what happens next, subscribing means you will be. She puts it in her mouth. For 1 second, her expression does not change. Then, something happens in her face that has never happened before. Her eyes widen slightly. Her chewing slows to something deliberate. The meat dissolves in her mouth in a way raw meat never has. The fat has changed. The protein has changed. Everything about it has changed, and the flavor is something her brain has no category for yet. She swallows. She looks at the rest of the animal. Then she tears a larger piece and eats it faster. The person beside her watches her face, reaches for a piece themselves. Their expression changes the same way her expression changed. Then a third person reaches for a piece. Then a fourth. The whole group eating in silence, all of them having the same experience. The burned ground around them, the smoking savanna, the fading light above. This was the first cooked meal, and it changed what it meant to be human. You wake the next morning, and the first thing you think about is the taste. Nothing in your waking life has ever pulled at you this way before. You go back to the burned ground before the rest of the group wakes. Whatever remained of the cooked animal is there in the gray ash, but it is cold now, and something about cold cooked meat is different. You look at the ash, you look at the gray remnants of the burned grass. Then you do something that no living creature has ever done before you. You pick up a burning piece of wood from the ash carefully. The heat pushes against your hand, but you do not drop it. You carry it to a patch of dry grass and hold it close. The grass catches, the small flame grows, and you do not run. You feed it more grass, more sticks, more of what it wants to consume, and then you place a piece of raw meat beside the flame. The rest of the group wakes and finds you here. They smell what is beginning to happen to the meat already. Nobody taught you to do this. There was nobody to teach you. You worked it out from what you tasted and what you saw. The meat begins to change color beside the flame. The smell that rises from it is the same smell from yesterday. Someone in the group reaches toward it. You stop them with a gesture. You have learned something from yesterday that they have not learned yet. When the smell is right, you pull the meat from the flame. You tear it into pieces and share it with the group. The expressions on their faces are identical to the expressions from yesterday. Because the experience is identical, they are tasting the same thing. That evening, the group does something they have never done before. They gather around the fire together to eat, instead of separately. The fire is the center now of the meal, of the group, of the evening. They will be here longer tonight than they have ever stayed in one place. And in the staying, something else begins to happen. Communication, more of it, longer, more complex than before. The firelight keeps the predators back and keeps the group together. For the first time in their lives, the night is not only dangerous, the children of the group sit closer to the fire than the adults. They will remember this night for the rest of their lives. 3 days later, the figure who started this does it again, and this time 2 other members of the group help her. Within a season, every member of this group knows how to do this, and one of them will meet another group and show them. This is how it spreads, not through one great moment, but through small ones. One person showing one other person around one small fire. The figure who first stopped at the cooked antelope never knows what she started. She does not know that her Descendants will walk on the moon. She just knows that when the meat smells right, it is time to eat. 1.8 million years ago, someone tasted something new and could not forget it.